Pastor Jeff here. I want to look at another hard saying of Jesus in this week's installment of Wednesday Encouragement. I am a Christian and a pastor. Two terms that are very confusing for a lot of people because of other people who have shared those same titles. The behavior of some pastors and some Christians has caused those terms to come into question. And if I'm honest, my behavior probably has led others to question those terms too. In his Sermon on the Mount, I believe Jesus gives us some instruction that can help make it a little more clear for those observing us. Matthew 5, starting in verse 38, it says, "You've heard that it was said, 'Eye for an eye and tooth for a tooth.' But I tell you, do not resist an evil person. If anyone slaps you on the right cheek, turn to them the other cheek also." I just want to clear some things up before we go any further. I don't believe that Jesus is saying here, don't protect yourself from getting punched or slapped in the face. Culturally, in Jesus' day, being slapped in the face was considered an insult, and being backhanded on the other cheek was even more so an insult. So in other words, if somebody insults you, don't stop the insult. In fact, if they need to insult you again, let it happen. Now, I don't know about you, but if I'm honest, I don't like that saying from Jesus. Later in the chapter, Jesus would go on to say, "Love your enemy and pray for those who persecute you." If you read between the lines here, Jesus is saying that someone's negative behavior towards you is not going to be fixed by your negative behavior back to them. So Jesus is asking us to break from the norm. If somebody insults us, our natural response is to insult them back. If we don't insult them back, but instead respond with love, it will be considered completely foreign to the person receiving it. Or maybe better explained this way. Jesus is not looking to change our behavior. He's looking to change our heart. And the only way we affect somebody else's behavior is for them to receive love. But even if our heart doesn't change their heart, we should continue to love them. That's hard. A lot of the misrepresentation of the term pastor and Christian come down to selfishness on our part, or us trying to defend ourselves, or us trying to defend God. And the reality is, God doesn't need us to defend him. He needs us to share him. Us versus them does not exist in the heart of God. So to those of you who watch these videos that would not consider or want to call yourself a Christian, let me say I'm sorry. I'm sorry that our behavior hasn't lined up with what we say has happened in our heart. And to my Christian brothers and sisters, it is time to turn the other cheek so the world sees less of us and more of God. Go in peace.